What's up, people? How y'all doing?
Hi,
I'm James,
Maltamise.
and this week, man, I had like so much that I want to talk to you about based upon some things that I had like come across my radar. So I couldn't really narrow it down, which is why I didn't send you a topic. But I think the biggest, not the biggest, but what in our lives happen to us as couples when you have one person in the couple who is striving or achieving for a goal, and you have the other person who is also, but he or she may have more time to kind of pick up the slack. You see where I'm going with this topic of I'm leading you, but you don't seem like you following. Like you got that, yeah, forehead is straight. I need you to scrunch. That means you're thinking. When your forehead is scrunched, that means you like.
I've been working on that.
Oh, okay. Well, I need scrunchies because scrunchies mean you're
I've been
working.
working on that, having scrunchies.
Okay. So I guess today's topic will be about like roles and relationships and how they can change. I see a lot of people when they talk about marriage, they have issues or have fights about roles. And I think one thing that we've learned in our 6 months of being married, so short of a time, but like, is that, roles change. Like this whole head of household conversation that like causes problems and issues is like a red pill for like that is like stupid to us because roles change. Like, especially when you have two people who are in alignment, is that word, that are going somewhere, and you may have, especially when they're combining a life. I think roles like you have to have the ability of adaptation, and of course, for me, that's one of my strengths is the ability to adapt. But I think that for marriage, it is hyper critical for you to be able to understand that in a particular season, her role or his role might not be the same as it was when you guys first got married, 5 years in, 10 years in. Now, again, we're not there yet with the years, but I think just through our life experience of having gotten married, you before 40, me after 40, in our 40s, and realizing like some of the dumb stuff that we will argue about in our singlehood is like the dumbest thing when you're in the mix with somebody who is going after a goal. And I bring that up because my wife is in a season of building something again. like from the bottom up. Like, it's not like you take over something that was successful. My wife is literally building another brand, another business. And that requires a different husband in this season that I even may have wanted to be. I'll let you talk. I dominated this one. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, let's try to keep it to under 3 minutes for you because you be going long. Just look at the time.
Oh my gosh.
I gave it to you at 3:40. Go ahead, go.
Oh, but this is why the conversation about the like who makes more and the man should make more money.
Ooh.
This is why I don't subscribe to those conversations, because literally in a blink of an eye, it can switch. It can go to where the woman is making more and then a job offer comes in, it switches.
Mm-hmm.
It can go from the husband is making more and then something happens, it switches. So the idea of being like, oh, he has to make a certain amount and he has to come with this and that and this, like that is so, to me, superficial.
Yeah.
Because what matters in that necessarily isn't his income, it's his character behind it. If he was to lose it, would he get resentful because you still have it?
Ooh.
If you were to lose it, would you become would you become critical because all of a sudden you are now in the home more, doing more of a traditional role, right? Like, those are the things that I think we should have conversations about, not money. Money comes and goes. It is what it is. So if that is the depth of what you want in someone.
Do you believe that money is the driver of that thought process on both sides? Like, it plays on both sides. You don't think money, what do you think the driver of that discourse is in a relationship?
Stability.
Go a little deeper.
I think that for women, that money signifies stability.
What about for men?
I think for men, typically, it's not, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the conversation on the side for men is more so about, I'm the provider, I'm the breadwinner, I'm the head of household, not necessarily that she should make more. I don't think that's the conversation. On the woman's side, it's he should make more.
I would think that most people would say that. I would say it's also stability. It's also stability for a man too. And I'm saying that from the standpoint of if you've been making the money to support and you don't, you end up feeling less of a man. And I'm not speaking for all men, of course, but I'm speaking for those who ultimately place a high value in my ability to provide. That's why I think that goes to be extremely dangerous, because I do not see myself as the provider. I see myself as a provider who offers a variety of ways that I do provide. You see what I'm saying? But I don't see myself as the provider of our family. Not because I can't, because I could go out and get a corporate job. With my skills and qualifications, I'm 150 to 200,000 minimum, right? I could do that and stable, right? But I feel like I bring so much more than what my net worth is, you know, in the way of my character, how I handle things, my ability to raise our kids and things of that nature. I find value more, I place more value in those things than what my net worth is. Now, I also have, we talk about that word legacy. I feel like I have a legacy mindset where I have, bringing into this marriage, had a mindset of already wanting to set up things that do provide stability or do provide a future, a hope and a future for our children, you know what I'm saying, and you. And we partnered in that together, i.e. we both have life insurance policies. We have life insurance policies on the kids. We have short-term disability. Like, we've kind of positioned ourselves based upon a mindset. And to be honest, my wife is the CFO of the family. Like, she is the chief financial officer of our family. So, like, all money things go through her. Like, regardless of who makes the decision, there isn't a discussion or something that doesn't go on without her. So that's a role in our family, just because my wife has proven to be so much better with managing the money. Does that mean I don't have money management skills? No. That just means she has proven, you know what I'm saying, over the course of us examining each other and being honest and open about where we are, where we were with our finances when we started dating, that it just makes more sense. But again, I led this conversation with my wife is now, she's building another brand from the bottom up. That requires crazy long hours. So there might be times where between 6 and 8, she can't cook. It is in my bone of bones. What she's done is unlocked my creativity in the kitchen a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with her not necessarily thinking, and not saying that she's not thinking about dinner, but my wife is thinking about building the business, and I can see it, right? I know what she's working on, or she might be thinking about or going to pick up Izzy. You know what I mean? Like, she might need that 15 to 20 minutes that it would take to go Izzy to do some business stuff, right? Because again, she's building a brand from the ground up. And when you think like that, right, when you have that as your background, you tend to not, for me, my thought process is, man, where can I take something that would be on her plate if she had more time that she would do? I.e., we just cleaning the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? I think I've noticed that probably over the last 2 weeks, it behooves me and Izzy to take more responsibility in the kitchen, because, you know, she might not have the time. Now, what I will say is she's carved out more time in her mornings than she has at night. Whereas I think you would clean the kitchen at night. Now you shifted that towards the morning because you get started a little earlier. You have a little more time. But I think I think the flip-flopping and the intermingling of defined roles in a relationship, especially marriage, are crucial to survival, are crucial to that resentment that you're talking about, not having that.
And I want to touch on something that you mentioned when it comes to men being the providers.
Gotcha.
And I think that is also something that society has taught or normalized in terms of what that is supposed to look like, when in reality, you bring what you bring is so much more than what we had alone. Meaning, you're providing an authoritative voice, one that Izzy looks up to.
Yeah.
You provide a presence of safety. My neighbors know you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything was to go on, Mr. Alfonso will first look for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? To be like, hey, there's danger over here, right? There's a soft place to land. If I go through something and in that moment, I just need a hug. There's so much more that you provide than just what is on the surface.
Yeah.
It's so much more. And I think that, I've heard where, if a man loses income or loses his job, he feels as if, like, what else do I have? You have a lot.
Yeah.
You have a lot more.
That's good to hear.
That you provide than just monetary.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, during this season, God has done, like you're talking about with me, but it's the same with you.
What
like,
do you mean?
Meaning, like, I'm building something from the ground up.
Yeah.
So are you. And
I was speaking from the standpoint of I don't have the pressure, or I'm not taking on everything like I was when I was at Voorhees.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, literally, I did everything. You know what I mean? And I don't have that on me. You know what I'm saying? Now, so I have bandwidth was released, and I'm free to kind of I'm able to think more about you. You know what I'm saying? And not factor you into everything else that's going on. Now it really is. There's like an Altamise island where it's just all Altamise. You know what I'm saying? In my thought process. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. But I think that the fact that you have this opportunity, we're building things together that we probably wouldn't have had the time or the bandwidth. I know for sure for you during the season.
The season, especially.
And even now, it's going to morph a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's still, it's as if the certain fundamentals that God wanted in place is already there. So now we got to execute on them because he's put us in it. Like we have the mobile hoops. We have, you know what I mean? We have different things to where we can't just be like, well, we got to go back to this. No, we have these things. Yeah. And he's requiring us both to show up fully for them. But I just wanted to say, like, there's so much more as a provider.
I appreciate you saying that, first of all, and also you said a word earlier, the fundamentals. I don't think I wasn't given the fundamentals from a man's standpoint. I appreciate what the gentleman Jason Williams, the brother Jason Williams, who's out of Detroit, the gray beard. I appreciate what he's bringing to culture right now with his challenge of really what manhood looks like. And I think for a lot of us, we weren't given fundamentals to build our version of what manhood is, right? And I was watching the episode with him on Freaky Friday with Cam. No, it wasn't even that. He was with, who was he with? He was with Lecrae.
Yeah.
He was talking with Lecrae on the deep end. And he was saying how Jesus, like, literally, when you look at manhood, Jesus was he is the prototype. He is the mannequin. He is the model to which, when I think about manhood, that's what I think about, right? It's it's not this masculine, this toxicity, this perversion of what culture has prescribed to our young people. And it's something that I'm trying to fight with raising our son, you know what I'm saying, together with trying to, that not even just from the standpoint of it's okay to cry, but like we're so multi-layered with this manhood thing. Like it's not just this masculine physicality. It's the ability to be soft with your daughter and also be soft with your son.
Yeah.
It's the ability to, like you said, be a soft place for your wife to land at with the things that she's dealing with. I just have not bought into the fact of I gotta be brought. And you know me, I'm a mild-mannered guy. You know what I'm saying? People wouldn't notice, but I'm a pacifist. I haven't engaged in any demonstrative act of I'm gonna fight somebody since I got saved, because I do believe that there are smarter ways to resolve conflict, right? That don't require me to pull my pistol, pull a knife, use my fist. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been challenged through the Holy Spirit to be able to use here to diffuse situations to get the maturity out of things. And I think that has bode well for my relationship building with people. Not to say that I haven't shown a little aggression in situations, but I don't believe in guns and I don't believe in fighting. Now, does that say that I don't think that the Second Amendment is something that we shall have? That's a right that we have in this country. However, I just choose not to use violence as a way to go about demanding respect. You know what I'm saying? I think that comes from having fundamentals based in Christ of how to resolve conflict.
Yeah. And I want to say, too, first and foremost, raising our son collectively with his amazing mom.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that's another topic. You going into we'll talk. We can do blended. We'll do blended. No, I know.
Clarify that.
That's a separate 20 minute conversation. We'll talk about blended families next week. Well, that's a great topic. Thank you, baby.
You mentioning that you like a lot of the things about manhood, the fundamentals weren't taught.
Yeah.
I would go to the same extent to say it's the same on our side as women.
Yeah.
We weren't taught. I've always said this, and you've heard me say this. Yeah. I was taught to be aware of men. I wasn't taught how to love them. I wasn't. And it took therapy for me to identify that. How could they teach me that? It wasn't that long ago that they literally could be ripped away from their children. You taught your kids to survive. Yeah. You taught your daughters how to make sure she got through life okay. Right? So when you understand that, how can you teach me femininity? How can you teach me to be soft in a world that requires me to be hard? How can you do that? So a lot of my generation right now, we're trying to make amends to that reality that many of us, especially Black women, we weren't taught that. Wow. And I can't remember her name, but I remember she started the conversation, which is so very true, that our Caucasian sisters are literally taught to go to college to find their husband. If you find your husband in college, you guys are equals. When it comes to building, you're at the same level. Right. Black women are taught to avoid boys at all costs when you go to college. You go there, you get your education, you become this doctor, you become this whatever, you do this, and then you look for that. Wow. But at that point, who at that level will be building at the same capacity that you are? It's
rare, it's especially for us, because we're taught the opposite. We're taught to get everything together first, and then find your wife, right? You know what I'm saying? Like get your money, get your house, get all that stuff, have all those things.
Have it all in order.
And the crazy thing is there's so many issues with that are not even just from a philosophical standpoint, but from the actual standpoint of trying to transfer a deed over to your wife or husband when you're trying to combine things. Like there's so much stuff that goes along with that it almost, we're not taught that of that, you know what I'm saying? And so that's
But that goes back to how we are raised,
Yes.
right? How we teach our kids the importance of marriage, both boys and girls, right? It can't just be the girls. It has to be the boys too, because he who findeth the wife, if he ain't looking, it's not. It doesn't matter.
Or know the qualities.
Or know the if he doesn't know, if he's not looking or don't know what to look for. Don't know how that process of identifying.
Check this out. I was going back to what we talked about Ruth and Boaz, how that's used as a description a lot of times. And when we went in and we actually dissected it together, it was so not about her finding her Boaz. She presented herself in a place. Boaz was already looking for an admirable, woman. But she just went to that place to help out Naomi. Like, she was all about helping somebody else. And in that process, her husband found her. Like, she didn't go to that field to find Boaz.
And she was in position. She had a posture of serving.
Yes. Somebody else, not even
serving her mother-in-law, that she refused to leave, not just only, and this was my revelation, but not just only for her love for Naomi, but it was because Naomi brought her to Yahweh.
Right.
Naomi was the reason she had a love for Yahweh. She discovered the love and the compassion and the depth. So because of that, she felt indebted. She was going to be wherever she went. Yeah. And because of that, and because of her heart posture, she then was in position to be found. Wow. And even in the process of being found, I was reading like a breakdown about it. And never once did it say anything about her being attracted to him or there being an interest of mutual, like, hey, like of, I'm going to do this. Never. Yeah. It was solely on the position and the posture.
And because of that relationship, Boaz was able to redeem her family and continue the lineage and the bloodline of Jesus Christ. Well, there goes our Bible story for this particular. We done covered a lot of things. We want to be, that's what this is for, I think, for us to be able to show kind of how our lives are. And this ain't for internet, man. Like, this not fake. Like, we go through things, but I think for us, we have an understanding. There's so many topics, baby, that we pulled out of this. I think next week we'll even tell you. We'll probably talk about the blended family situation as we enter into the holidays. I think that'll be a good setup going into Thanksgiving. That's what we're about. We want to be able to share. We would like for you as the watcher, listener, to like, subscribe, what is it? Comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, like, what is it? Like, comment, share. Subscribe. I have to get used to doing that. To the Alti and James show on YouTube. You just hit the button, just click it. And then we also like comments. Like, I like to engage. And I guess for this week, the engagement will be what roles are you flipping in your relationship? Like, what is something that is a traditional role, but in your relationship, you guys got to flip it, and how beneficial it is for the health and growth of your relationship. Because I think that's ultimately where she and I come from as a basis for each other. We know that in these different seasons, there's growth. And we know also that she's getting so much I'm getting so much out of watching her, because I didn't get to see her build Azar Agency, but I'm watching her build it. I'm watching her, like, the tenacity, the work ethic, to stand up like I want. And she gets to see me. She gets to get a sneak peek behind what I get to do. And even in my role change at my new position, watching me go from being a head coach to being a server now to being, somebody who has to take orders as opposed to giving them. Like, I'm all over the place with where I am. But we're excited. We love doing this. Sunday nights, put this video out. It's probably be out in the next few minutes. But we love you guys. Is there anything you want to say to the ladies? No. To the fellas.
Be open.
We love you. Yeah, be open. Be open. Everybody, be open. Be open and be aware. Mm-hmm. Be aware what's going on with her. Be aware what's going on with him, and see where you can fill in those gaps. Well, we love you. We hope this video serves a purpose for you. We encourage you in your marriage. This is for singles, married, people who are thinking about getting married, people who've been married 50 years, or if you've been like us, 6 months. We don't know it all. And a lot of this stuff, this is day to day for us. Like, we're learning so much about each other. sometimes in a way that we probably wouldn't like. But I think the thing that we always come back to is we have each other. All right, we love you, and we hope you have a good rest of your week.
Bye.